Going live in 3, 2, and 1. Hello, everyone.
Hi. I'm Harley.
Welcome back to the world of. Welcome back and happy Ace Attorney Sunday, everyone. And good morning to you, Sparko. And yeah, Macro Paw supporters out there. That's awesome to hear. Anyways, we are back. It's Ace Attorney Sunday, so you know what that means. Oh, it's Monday for you, Sparko. I know you're overseas, so yeah. Anyways,
that means?
Guten Morgen, and let's start your day right with some Ace Attorney goodness. Or close our night off in our case. Anyways, we have a big mystery that we still have yet to solve. We uncovered a lot last week that, yeah, I don't remember. A lot has happened this week.
2 people died at the same time. Butts didn't kill anyone, but he wanted to be Santa to be funny. The fireplace rotates. It rotates.
Yep.
Yeah. And Callisto U is kind of a jerk, but
Yeah.
we don't know where she is. But we do have Sheena to worry about.
Yes, we are going to be confronting her because it seems she might have something. She might be connected to the murders. So, or at least the murder in the.
Why happened?
Yeah. Anyways, let's get started.
What happened? Why happened? Who happened?
Yeah.
Happened.
Let's do this.
Happening.
Who, what, when, where, why, how. And
And Miles is not on fire because he's outside the building.
Yeah.
he's not a liar, pepper fire.
Anyways, Star, take it away.
Thank you very much, DJ.
March 14th, 11:33 p.m. Theorem, New Trails, Lobby.
Oh boy. All right. Agent Lang.
Lang Z says, "Little cubs never do they know the real fury of the elder wolves."
These quotes are definitely becoming increasingly difficult to decipher. And what does that mean?
It means that you'll never really know how angry I can get. Mr. Prosecutor, the counterfeit bills made with Babylone's ink, they are all of Zangfa
Denominations.
They were all of Zangfa denominations.
Yes, so I heard from Miss Von Karma. Alright, Pabs. We got Sheena and Kay as well. So.
Yeah. Okay. I think we can do that then. But we don't know where the play money has gone.
They must have not figured out that it was all burnt. That it was all burned yet.
Since those things showed up in circulation, my country's economy has taken a big hit.
Like this. Ow!
Zangfa is in financial chaos as we speak. Because we can't tell the difference between our own bills and the fakes. But it's not just the money. The citizens are also worried. I staked for honor of the House of Lang on this.
Well, you want to know how to decipher the money? It's very easy. Just burn it, and if it burns green, then it's not. That is counterfeit. Easy.
Oh, actually, no. I think the real bills also use Babylone's ink.
Well, it's only made in that one place, Pabo, the ball or whatever. So if it burns green, then it's then it's legit. But then you have a burnt hit pile of ash that you have to spend money with if it's not. So.
And have come to this land to capture the mastermind behind this whole mess. Investigated how the bills were made and how the ink was smuggled into Zangfa. Pursued the smuggling ring all the way here. Tonight, this is where the final chapter has been. Despite my frantic efforts to chase the smuggler down, someone got him first. And now I'm called to return home without a single answer.
Agent Lang,
Don't start. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault, Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes, the counterfeiting just happened all by its own. It just fell. Someone fell and the counterfeiting happened.
Ambassador Alba. I'm sorry for all the trouble tonight.
And Pabs, you.
No. It's I who should apologize. All because I was not strong enough. If only I was able to think of better solutions. Curse this, you fool! Curse you, empty brain!
You're being too hard on yourself, Ambassador. Take full responsibility for tonight. End of story. Gina!
I liked this story, though.
Time to return to our den.
Sir.
Yes.
I don't like to admit it, but there's not much else for us to do but go home as well.
Agent Lang! Hold it! Oh.
Yeah. Actually, you could do this one.
Yeah, I'll do Gumshoe, yeah, since you're doing Francisca. You, Wolfman, and the Secretary Lee, hold it! Objection! Pow! Detective Gumshoe, have you got the results of the handwriting analysis already? Oh yeah, I remember that now. Yup, and that note was definitely written by Mr. Cochin, sir. Just as I thought. Good work, Detective. Alright.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. How long do you intend to hold us up for?
Sorry to have made you wait, but I believe that now everyone is finally here. Agent Sheena, I'd like to ask you something if you don't mind.
Yes.
How exactly did you fail to see the Yatagarasu when you were in the neighboring room to where Mr. Cochin was killed? I'd like you to explain that to us.
What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. What are you doing asking her about something she didn't see?
Agent Lang hasn't touched the Babal investigation at all, so I suppose I will need to explain a few things to him first.
Miles Edgeworth, I can't even begin to imagine what's going on in that head of yours.
Explain
No matter
that.
how many times you tap it.
The only thing going on in my head is the pursuit of the truth. Oh.
It sounds like you have some sort of plan. Very well, I'll supervise you until the end.
Is she seriously going to treat me as a subordinate for the rest of the day?
You're not trying to pick a fight with my subordinate on some flimsy guess, are you?
I'm not trying to pick a fight, and the evidence is hardly flimsy, as you will see. I just love how they're in sync with their removing their sunglasses.
I should have known. That you and I are destined to fight. Let's check in. That you and I are destined to fight it out to the very end.
It would appear that way.
Well, I'll prove her innocent. So let's see what you've got, Mr. Edgeworth.
With pleasure. For my opening argument, I'll discuss the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babal, and establish exactly who it was that Kay saw.
Yeah, okay.
Agent Lang, I assume you've been briefed on Kay's testimony?
You mean the suspicious person in the coat? That she saw?
That's right, that person is one of the keys to solving this case.
It's also a knife.
The person who pretended to be the Yatagarasu.
Pretended? What do you mean by that?
I'll get to that in a second, but first, I want to review what Kay's mystery person did. Kay, if you can please explain for us what the person you were chasing did.
Yep, that's you.
Hey, you got it. I first spotted the suspicious person near the open air stage on the Babala's side. I called out to the person, but as soon as I did, that person ran off. I thought it was rather suspicious, so I immediately gave chase.
For the sake of argument, let's call the suspicious person the Yatagarasu. Now, please tell us what happened when you chased the Yatagarasu up to the 3rd floor.
I chased the Yatagarasu all the way up to the 3rd floor on the Babalas Embassy. It was a pretty straight chase down the hallway until the sudden turn. The Yatagarasu disappeared around the corner, so I did my best to catch up. When I turned to the corner, I saw the Yatagarasu run into the coach's office. I made the chase and ran into the room. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the light. But then... Who's there? By the time I had turned on the lights, the Yatagarasus had disappeared.
When Kay entered the room, the person she was chasing was already gone. Why do you suppose that was, Agent Lang?
What do you mean? Why do you suppose? Isn't it obvious?
A really big bird.
The person slipped out through the door behind the girl under the cover of darkness.
Objection! Sorry, but I know for a fact that the person didn't escape through that door.
Oh? And how do you know that with such certainty?
That's easy. If the Yatagarasu had left through that door, they would have run right into this person.
It's not Gumshoe.
It would... Well, Kay saw Sheena.
Yeah.
But...
Would it be...
Yeah, let's see the whole list of
Who
who's
would
there.
it be? Okay.
So we...
Wait, what about... Could it be? No, it can't be.
If he left through the door, it would have been Sheena.
Ah, God.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes
They're on
sense.
the same side, they're on the same stuff.
Yeah.
If it's not them, then it may be Gumshoe.
No, I don't...
Well, let's try Sheena.
Yeah, let's try it. Take that! There we go.
Your answer is Sheena.
Yes, because let's consider what would have happened if the Yatagarasu had used the door. When Kay screamed upon discovering Mr. Kochin's body, the Yatagarasu would have run right into Agent Sheena, who was in the next room over. Agent Sheena, would you mind telling us if you saw the suspicious person in question?
No, I didn't see anyone.
You see? Therefore, the Yatagarasu could not have escaped through...
Not so fast. It just means that creep slipped out before Sheena made it out into the hallway.
Objection! I doubt that, as there was another person in that hallway. A certain detective. Then there's Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, where were you exactly at that time? Me, sir? Well, when I heard Kay's scream, I ran towards Mr. Kochin's office from the opposite direction of Agent Sheena, sir. So, Agent...
You could have said Gumshoe first, and that still would have made sense, but either way.
Yeah. So, Agent Lang, can you explain how someone could have eluded both of them? Even you must concede that under these circumstances, the door was not a viable route.
Oh.
Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. You nailed him. Just nail him with just an explanation of what happened.
Yes. I've eliminated one of the possible escape routes from that room. But this is far from over. I need to make Agent Lang aware as well of yet another possible escape route the Yatagarasu could have taken.
Is it the fireplace?
Has to be.
Does it rotate?
I get it. So, that's what you were trying to show me. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, let me guess. This is what you're trying to say, right? Because the door was not a viable escape route, then there must have been another way out.
Precisely. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time to bust out our revolving fireplace wall explanation, right? No,
I want to talk about it for another 10 minutes.
No, not quite yet.
Wait, what was that?
Why? I thought this would be the perfect time.
The revolving wall on the Bobble East side is known only to 4 people, and if we use this information unwisely, the truth may escape us in the end.
What's with all the whispering over there? can't all figure out your tactics?
Nothing of the sort, Agent Lang. Come, let's continue where we left off.
We're not playing the L game just yet there.
That smug, haughty attitude of yours really rubbed me the wrong way. You know that?
Well, no matter. Oh,
That's me.
sorry. Sorry, Agent Leo. Okay, I had to do it, okay? I'm sorry.
Agent, log me in, Hamachi.
Well, no matter. Get you out already anyway.
Sawyer Wolf, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Orange Heart Tribe. Hope you're doing well.
Keep going.
The only other possible escape route besides the door is the room's lone window.
What? Oh, yeah.
And since an eerie picture of said escape route exists, are you saying that this photo captures the moment of the Yatagarasu's escape?
I didn't expect that idea.
I guess
But that's
Detective
cool.
Vad must have filled him in on Lotto's photo. I have to admit that at first I thought the window to be a possible escape route as well. However, I now know that to be impossible.
Now I realize you may not know this, but humans can't fly.
We can't?
Of course I know that. That's bloody common sense. Besides, I never said I thought that photo to be of the Yatagarasu's escape route.
I suppose not. Alright then, explain yourself.
The shadow in this photo is not the Yatagarasu that Kay was chasing after.
Not so fast. You can say whatever you like in whatever language you want. But there's only one language I really understand. That language is evidence.
Very well then. I present to you proof that the person that Kay saw is not the same one as the in this photo. Nope, I
crap.
can't. Alright, well...
Oh, the perfect case saw is not the same one as the photo.
It's probably
The fire.
could be.
Oh wait, where was his office located again?
His office was in the 5th floor, was it?
5th floor. Okay, so that makes sense still.
Wait, wasn't it the third floor?
I thought it was. It may have been the third one.
Oh no.
Which one was it?
Which floor?
Because if it's the case saw is not the same one as the photo. When was that photo taken?
Photo... no date, but it was photo taken after
fire.
on the 4th and 5th floors.
There was a second fire, wasn't there?
Yes, there was.
Yes, there was.
On
But
which
what
side?
happened to the first?
Okay, let's take a look here at this data. The first fire at the Bobolese Embassy occurred during the Jam and Ninja show. The fire occurred on the 4th and 5th floors, and it took until the end of the show to put the fire out. The second fire at the Bobolese Embassy occurred after the Jam and Ninjas show. The fire occurred on the 3rd floor, and Mr. Kochin's office caught fire during this.
Oh, the third.
And where was the photo take? What floor is the
Trying
photo
to
on?
show the photo? Because that's taking place on the 4th and 5th floor, so it couldn't have possibly been him.
So that must be smoke from a fire.
Because it's after the first fire, and the fire didn't take place in Manny Kochin's office. So he
So it
couldn't
has
have
to be
escaped from there.
It has to be the second fire.
Yep. So I will
show the photo, I
Yeah.
guess, or the fire or the photo. I don't know. Which
I'll
one.
try the fire data first. Take that.
Do you want to say?
Let me explain to you precisely why
Oh,
the
it's both.
shadow. Okay, yeah. Let me explain to you precisely what the shadow, why the shadow in this photo is not the Yatagarasu Kay saw. Kay spotted the Yatagarasu heading for the 3rd floor during the second fire. However, the photo in question was just taken just after the first fire.
Wow, way to go! That's what you bit him in the butt.
Not so fast. We're not done yet. Still have to explain what that shadow is.
I don't know.
And how the Yatagarasu escaped. I don't suppose you can answer both, can you?
Regarding the photo, I admit that we don't understand what it means quite yet.
Ha! As I thought.
However, the Yatagarasu's escape route, now that I can answer.
Can? Well then, Mr. Prosecutor, go on. Enlighten me.
Hold it! Hold
What
it!
you got?
Even if I explain it, you'll try to find some flaw with what I have to say. You were busy heading up the Alabastion investigation, correct? In that case, I doubt you'd have much knowledge about the Babalese side of the case. So wouldn't it be best that if the lead on that side, Agent Sheena, explained it in my stead?
Sheena is my subordinate. If you don't stick up for her, how can I look her in the eyes and call myself her boss?
We...
Lang, it's alright. I can take care of him.
Sheena,
You shielded me a lot as my boss. But it's time for me to prove my worth.
alright. If you're okay with it, then you have my support.
Finally, it's down to just Agent Sheena and myself. This is where the battle really begins.
Now then, what is it you'd like to add?
Let's see. Why don't we start with your movements inside the Babalese embassy? Here we go!
Alright.
During the first Babalese fire, I assisted in putting out the fire.
Okay.
During the second fire, I was searching for the Yatagarasu that had appeared in Babal.
We're there. That.
While I was searching, I heard a screaming coming from the next room over. Although I was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse of the Yatagarasu. To be honest, I'm actually very skeptical that the girl's Yatagarasu even exists.
Well, we're obvious that that does exist, and why would you be in here otherwise? Wait, why would you be in here otherwise?
And that is all I have to say. But that's not... But I'm not lying! When I say I saw the suspicious person running into the Mr. Coach's office, like I said earlier, I had no intention of reacting my testimony.
Retracting.
Retracting.
Retracting. Good.
Just to confirm, did you have a partner when you were on your investigation?
No, I moved alone.
Actually, my twin sister. Oh god, more confusion!
Watch it, you.
In that case, you have no one to corroborate your alibi, is that correct?
Not so fast! Not so fast. Are you calling her suspicious because she was in a room by herself? How pathetic.
And it wasn't when Agent Sheena tried to arrest Kay under the same rationale? And how about when you accused Larry because he was the weapon's owner?
Not that it's unexpected for that useless lump to get into such a situation. Although, I suppose it's never a good idea to let mistakes go uncorrected.
I will make no excuse for what I did in that situation.
Then you should apologize right now for making Kay out to be the killer, pal!
She is. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry. Sheena, apologize.
I'm sorry. Really okay. I mean, I'm not under suspicion anymore. Right, Miss Edgeworth?
Well, I never doubted you. Not for 1 second.
And the same goes for me. I believe in Sheena.
Spoken like a true... You're speaking like Phoenix there, buddy. Then let's put that to the test and see if she really is really worthy of your trust.
This promised to be interesting.
So.
Alright.
So,
Save.
what? Well, oh yeah, true. Might as well do that while we're thinking about it.
Yeah, so I think the first two statements are definitely, I don't think we need to question those at least right now. I'm gonna read these last three again. Alright.
Yeah, you did.
Alright, I'm gonna question that.
To catch a glimpse of the Yatagarasu? How were you not able to catch a glimpse of that?
I'm gonna press on this one and the next one. Hold it!
Right.
So you were in the room next to Mr. Cochin's office?
I already told you I was earlier, as I was examining the neighbor's room. I heard that girl's shrill scream. Upon hearing her, I immediately ran towards Mr. Cochin's office.
Wherein you proceeded to arrest her, as I recall.
Yes, I did.
But she was totally innocent, pal! I thought we had already cleared that up!
And I thought I had already apologized for my behavior. Now, if the
Tenacious.
Now, if the tenacious detective would be so kind as to be quiet.
Ugh! I have to agree, right now is not the time to take issue with that. Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. But what I do take issue with is that is with the fact that you didn't see the Yatagarasu, Agent Sheena.
The prosecutor of this country are all so strange.
Alright, press that, hold
This
it!
is interesting.
You were unable to catch even a glimpse despite being in the next room? Is that true?
I really hate to repeat myself.
I'm sorry for inconveniencing you. However, I simply wish to make sure that you are not misremembering something. We wouldn't want you to be accused of lying later on, would we?
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Are you calling Sheena's testimony a lie?
Agent Lang, I'm talking with Agent Sheena right now, so I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't interrupt us with superfluous comments. Superfluous comments.
You know, I feel kind of bad for him.
I understand his pain at watching one of his subordinates being accused. However, I cannot turn my eyes from the truth.
Lang, I'm alright. And as for you, I think you should be focusing on your doubt on that girl rather than me.
And why is that? Alright. Press
How
it.
do you not know this?
Hold it!
Is
Are
that
you-
why you're here?
Are you throwing Kay's words into doubt again?
Well, she does claim to be the Yatagarasu, right?
She's just spring of Karen energy now.
Oh yeah.
Karen would be a much less intelligent. Anyway, go on.
And she did try to chase down the Yatagarasu, despite being just an average citizen.
Actually, she came here with the goal of capturing the fake Yatagarasu.
That's right! Which is why I would never lie about anything related to the Yatagarasu. And I suppose you have proof of this somewhere. Not quite, but even without any, I have people who believe in me. And that's enough.
We have proof.
See.
Yeah, we do, and that's,
The newscast at like the beginning. Like, didn't we get a newspaper of like, hey, buddy, this is where the Yatagarasu is gonna be?
we,
No? Okay, I guess that wasn't relevant.
well, we do know that, well, we know that Callisto was pretending to be Yatagarasu, and Kay has the perfume. Kay's testimony is without flaw, but as for yours, well, let's just say that I find your testimony to be a bit suspicious.
Bit.
There seems to be a very large flaw in her testimony.
Then why don't you show her using what we found them with a little thief?
I will in due time. The escape route of the Yatagarasu that Kay was in pursuit of. If it turns out that it really does lead right to Agent Sheena, then what is it that she is keeping from us right now? Huh.
Interesting.
Okay. It did.
Imagine if Edgeworth
Wait.
kept the
So the
Magatama.
fire was searching
Wait.
for the Yatagarasu that appeared. Maybe check out those notes or something.
What
Check-
do we have
check
to
your-
present again?
Wait a minute.
We
Look
got
carefully.
the embassy guide, Kochin's body,
Oh.
the Yatagarasu key, the Alabastian knife, Babala's statue, the Cadopian documents, the knife handle, counterfeit bills, ink, Damascus
Is there anything
second.
that points to the Yatagarasu specific?
That's a good question.
Anything that has the word Yatagarasu in it is probably our best.
At least save beforehand.
Yeah.
Well, we're not even decided on anything yet, let alone.
Yeah,
like,
we got
we're actually going
These
for it.
flowers, samurai spear, samurai dogs, the lantern,
Oh god.
then the thing that we already know is part of the knife, but it's still saying it's like a guitar pick. We got Callisto's perfume, the fountain spout, photo of the Yatagarasu, fire data, Paleno's testimony, this wire, and then
Good lid.
the fireplace.
So, I was searching for the Yatagarasu. So I think whatever it is probably has to do with either the fifth statement, which I mean we'll have to figure out some way of showing that the Yatagarasu exists, or the fourth statement that has to do with although I was in the next room I was unable to hear it. Because like wait a second, there was a second fire in that room.
That's what I was in thinking. Maybe
Although I was in the next room and I was able to catch a glimpse. Curiouser and curiouser.
I thought I was in the next room. No. I'm only thinking of that second statement. During the second fire, I was searching for the Yatagarasu. But how could she?
But that was all on that. But then the fire broke out on the third floor.
Oh.
How are you not on fire? Because, I don't know.
What this makes me wonder.
How did you know about the Yatagarasu appearing in the
That's
Babal
what I'm-
tonight?
That's what I'm thinking.
Hold on a minute. I think I might be onto something here. Hang on.
What you got, detective?
I'm just talking myself to my blanket to be warm.
That is okay. The flower is the symbol of Alabast, but the Yatagarasu is flying over Alabast. Because look at that. There's the flower there.
Yeah.
And then
wait a minute. How are you unable? Oh wait. No, it's the exit. He said there was a second exit.
So you're talking about the
No.
fire?
Like although you were in the next room, you were unable to catch a glimpse. If you were in the next room and he escaped through the revolving fireplace,
now I guess we bring out our trump card, I'm guessing.
the fireplace,
Right.
the fireplace.
Okay.
Now we
can't
get
have anything wrong.
Yep. I had a feeling like, yeah, I was onto
All right.
something there, but I just wanted to make sure.
let's-
Alright, let's
let's-
try. Objection! Let's
we
go! Being in the room next to Mr. Kochin's office is the problem with your testimony.
Mr. Prosecutor, I don't see what problem you're talking about at all.
Agent Lang, do you recall that secret that we discovered about the Alabastian office fireplace?
Huh? Oh, you mean how it connects to the office with the room next door? What about it?
Well, Alabast isn't the only country with secret connecting fireplaces.
What?
Yeah, here we go, the pursuit theme. The fireplace in Mr. Kochin's office holds the exact same secret.
What? What?
What? The Yatagarasu didn't escape through the door to the room or the window. The escape route was through the revolving fireplace wall and into the next room over.
No reaction.
Now, do you see? If the Yatagarasu had escaped into the next room, then the thief would have run straight into Agent Sheena. Meaning that it's impossible for her to have missed the Yatagarasu.
What is the meaning of this, Miles?
Well, would you care to explain, Agent Sheena, how you managed to completely miss the fleeing Yatagarasu, or shall I? Your claim that you were in the room next room was a lie all along, wasn't it? The truth is, you were the one Kay saw in the coat, pretending to be the Yatagarasu, and you were the one she chased after. As you tried to lose her, you ran into Mr. Cochin's office and headed for the fireplace. Then you shared your coat in the next room, leaving it there to emerge as Agent Sheena. After that, you came back around to place Kay under arrest. Does that sound about right? If not, then speak now or forever hold your peace.
Are you marrying the revolving fireplace? What's up?
How dare you make Kay look like the bad guy when you're the suspicious one, pal?
And especially the bald guy.
Wait, I recognize that.
Shh.
Sheena?
Oh.
Oh!
I think we know that face.
Yep, we
My
already know
theory
that
was-
phase.
I was right! I swear if I was right, I had a feeling in my mind! I had a feeling in mind!
I was hoping that there would be a moment on here of like, wait a minute, it's her.
That laugh.
I remember this irritating laugh.
I'm getting chills down my spine.
Can't be. It has to be.
Sheena, what's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It was so funny that I couldn't help but laugh.
Funny, you say?
Yes, that you would accuse me of being the Yatagarasu.
Well, you don't have a gun this time, so I think we're fine this time.
The prosecutors of the country really are all so very strange.
You think you could get away with this by simply laughing it off?
You think I'm taking things too lightly? I think not. It's that prosecutor who is. Look, everything you said earlier is nothing more than mere speculation. The Yatagarasu fled through the fireplace. Do you have any proof to back up your claim? If you don't, then you haven't proven a thing regarding the Yatagarasu escape route.
The tone of the voice you're taking with me now has certainly changed.
That's because it's been a while since I've on this much fun. I think I'll let loose, and then we can have a real battle with.
For an agent of Interpol to show me the true power of her mind, it is a great honor.
Don't underestimate me. I'm not some foolish fraud, you know.
You stole that from me. Copyright infringement.
I was waiting for that. I know. And that is why I won't hold anything back either as I answer your question.
My question?
Here is your proof that the revolving fireplace wall in the Baba was used recently.
The fireplace. Because of the ashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that!
Present it again.
I'm sorry, but is this really your honest answer to my question?
Yes. According to Ambassador Poleno's testimony, he said that he was burning some documents in the fireplace with Mr. Cochin. Could have used the document too, I guess.
Oh?
the ashes of what they burned were left in the fireplace, so they should have been there. However, when we went to investigate the room, the ashes weren't there.
Hold it. Why isn't that a problem? Maybe someone cleaned them up.
Objection! Unfortunately for you, Ambassador, Polano said that he forgot to. And so the question remains, why were the ashes missing? The answer is simple. When the Yatagarasu went through the fireplace wall, the ashes were pushed into the next room by the wall as well. The movement of the ashes that were in Mr. Kochin's office is my proof.
Oh god, that face.
That's
And just what is so funny?
2012.
The proof? Are you even allowed to submit such blatant evidence in court?
You still wish to fight us?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
In that case, let's hear your counter-argument.
My counter-argument? Huh. This really is just like being in court.
Well, to me, we're simply continuing from where we left off all those years ago.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It doesn't matter if we're at a crime scene or in court. Let's finish this here and now.
I suppose. I've had a lot of fun today, but I grow weary of this game of cat and mouse. Let's make this the last testimony and wrap up this.
Take a shot.
Cheers.
One and for all.
This ain't the last one.
The last one of like several.
Oh no.
Here we go.
In my eyes, all you prove is that the rotating fireplace wall wasn't used. But you can't really call that proof that the Yatagarasu used the fireplace. Now, can you? So then, who was it that used the rotating wall? Show me your answer with real evidence. Remember, we've already finished our very
Thorough
investigation.
My third piece of evidence: the fireplace.
You can't prove that the fireplace is a fireplace from its fireplace.
We're gonna keep pushing the fireplace until it works. Fireplace, fireplace, fireplace.
Firefights.
And we found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Kochin's office.
Ooh.
And there you have it. My counter argument.
Ah! That's very impressive. She has seen through to the fact that I have yet to gather that one piece of evidence. What is it, Kay? I haven't heard a peep out of you in quite a while now.
If you don't think you can handle it, feel free to leave the rest of it to us.
Right.
Kay, pull yourself together. You are the true heir to the Yatagarasu name, are you not? If you want to steal the truth, then you must never take your eyes off of it. Oh my gosh, Edgeworth! This chase that you're running to catch the truth, you must see it through to the very end.
Edgeworth. You're right. I will see this through to the end. So, you go get her for me, Miss Edgeworth.
With pleasure.
Looks like a lack of evidence has left you wide open, doesn't it?
Ina, please, show me you're someone I can trust.
Don't worry. This will be the deciding match. You'll see.
I got booped! Hello, Sinbad. Welcome to the stream, buddy.
Yay, very good. Hey, what do we have on us right now that could actually help with this?
Well, it could be the perfume that she has because the way she left could be relating to her.
Yeah, but didn't we find something else suspicious in the room or something?
I'm truly
Maybe
sorry,
so.
Agent Lang, but I simply can't allow her to escape me again. Very well then, Agent Sheena. Shall we begin?
I'm ready whenever you are.
Rebuttal.
I
What
don't
do we
get
have on
saved.
us right now?
Alright, I'm gonna save.
Because I think we'd be able to figure something out. Because did we find something suspicious in that room?
Let's see.
The
Let's
knife
see.
hand. Well, there's the knife handle. Its blade has yet to be found.
Nah, something else.
No.
And then there's the Alabastian knife.
Nah,
Something
what,
like-
what else do we have? I thought there was
Wait.
something else.
Earlier in the evidence,
Check the other.
we-
Check later in the evidence.
Alright, counterfeit bills,
No,
ink.
one the other page.
Hmm.
No. Final
Yeah,
page.
sorry.
Final page.
Good page.
Yeah, what's that?
The wire.
The wire. A good
That
length
was
of
in the
wire
clock,
that
wasn't it?
found inside the Babal's grandfather clock.
Why is that there? What was she?
Our very thorough investigation, but you missed it,
What's
I
the
think.
last part? No. What's that last part?
Not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Kojin's office.
Then what's
about-
this? Huh? What's
Alright.
this say?
Yeah, I
Explain
already
this.
saved. Alright. Objection! Yep.
Explain this, eh?
Hey,
What's that?
While you say that, you and your agents have finished your thorough investigation. Are you absolutely certain that you didn't overlook anything?
Well, aren't you full of ourselves? Standing
Aren't we?
there insulting Interpol agents.
Well,
You should definitely, next time we're in a VC together, you could show me, Sinbad.
Yeah.
You better not be insinuating that my men are incompetent, Mr. Prosecutor.
I'd never do that. However, it doesn't change the fact that they did overlook something. I'd like for you to take a look at this length of wire.
And what exactly is this supposed to mean?
Length of wire. So what about it?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'll tell you what, we found this in the Babalese embassy not long ago.
What?
And we found it wound up inside the grandfather clock in Mr. Kochin's office.
How's that? At the scene of Mr. Kochin's murder?
But
What
this
did
wire
you do?
wasn't all we found. We found one other very important thing.
There's more.
In Mr. Kochin's office, there were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills there.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, it's the ink
Mm-hmm.
and all the fake money.
Money.
All
Oh,
of the
cool.
fake money.
Very cool,
That
Sinbad.
turned green. Basically,
Right.
that turned everything green.
What in the?
Oh, yeah.
Hold it. That evidence was something you found out through that girl's machine, right? So what? If it was. Ah, that's what I thought. But unfortunately for you, a recreation made by the machine is hardly
Concrete.
concrete,
Thank you.
concrete proof.
Yeah, we got quite a few. I've had quite a few people on my streams who have done female voices alongside, yeah, we got, yeah, Fen has done a couple female voices as well.
I mean,
And, Pabs is doing, Franziska right now.
Yeah, we're just doing them.
Should I help
Among
with the
the
case?
Oh, now you good.
Among the ashes you found in the room, did you happen to find any counterfeit bills?
No.
You see, so there was nothing in that office, nothing you can call evidence anyway.
Objection! I'm sorry, but I seem to have given you the wrong impression.
How so?
I don't recall saying that I was presenting evidence of any sort. Yeah. but rather I was pointing out your investigation was incomplete, and that this throws doubt on the purity of your investigation into the Yatagarasu.
You still suspect me, I see. Alright then, I ask that you point out what part of my investigation is incomplete.
Don't forget to save.
Yeah. The other Interpol agents worked under the command of Agent Sheena, and it is not possible that the reason the person K was chasing chose the 3rd floor was because that person knew there would be no other agents on that floor. Furthermore, we've come to see that Agent Sheena was only pretending to be investigating the Yatagarasu to the point of arresting K. In that case, there's only one location that no one has yet to inspect. Your team's investigation was incomplete because they failed to inspect this location.
Where Sheena was. So S.
Yeah.
Take
that! The location, Agent Sheena, is of course the room you claim to have examined. I believe the room next to Mr. Kochan's office warrants a thorough inspection.
Even if you do that, I doubt you'll find anything of use to you there.
I will be the one to decide that. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir, I'm on it. I'll be right back after I check out that room next to the office.
So how's your day?
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you really think that Miss Tina's the Yatagarasu?
Yes, if my logic is sound, I believe she is.
Then I'm not going to let her get away with ruining the name of the Yatagarasu.
We could definitely, I'd be definitely down to have you on on my voice acting team, Sinbad. Yeah, I'll be in contact with you. I'll get you in contact with you after stream. Anyways,
Yeah, go, keep going.
Can you prove she's the Yatagarasu? Is the question.
If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he will find, then I should be able to.
Just what are you hoping he'll find?
Let's just say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment for me earlier.
Experiment? As if that detective has the brains for a high science.
Oh.
It wasn't mentally taxing. I had him use the same escape route as the Yatagarasu.
What did you find out by doing that?
First, that it's possible for a person to fit through the revolving wall door. Second, that by going through there, his coat was covered in ash and Bobbly's ink.
Who cares what his coat was covered in? It's not worth that much anyway.
Ah, but is it really worth so little? I believe that it's actually quite a meaningful result, the value of which I'm about to prove. Mr. Edgeworth, I found some things you really need to see, sir! Oh, so what are these things that you found? Some makeup, a coat, and a pair of shoes, sir.
You found a coat? You hear that, Detective? Maybe it's the one the person I was chasing was wearing.
Yes, the possibility does exist. Agent Sheena, were these pieces of evidence not in that room when you examined it?
Unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort. They all belong to me. They were getting in the way, so I stored them in that room.
Ah!
Thank you for bringing them to me. It saves me a trip. May I have them back now?
Hold it! These items that the detective brought back are incredibly significant. I request that we be allowed to examine them.
Hold it. They're my personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them without my permission.
Objection! I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation, but if you wish to deny us access to them, Agent Lang, let's hear your opinion on this.
I say let them look at your stuff, Sheena.
Lang!
Sheena, let's put it all out in the open. If you're really innocent, then you have nothing to worry about, right?
I guess so. Alright, go ahead and examine whatever you'd like. After all, I had nothing to hide.
Yeah, exactly,
Except this tiny
Sinbad.
monkey
All
with a hat.
items are irrelevant in a case.
Yeah, sure.
Good. Now let us begin. So which of Agent Sheena's belongings are you going to So which of Agent Sheena's belongings are you going to examine, sir?
Oh, obviously the coat.
Yeah, let's... I'm gonna save just in case we are...
Obviously the coat. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Let's examine the coat. Yes, sir.
Oh, dang.
It's Beverly's ink at the bottom.
Yeah.
Beverly's ink is ash.
It's ash and black stuff there. Let's see if it's actually ink though.
Black stuff is ink.
It appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly. Agent Sheena, the Yatagarasu that Kay saw was wearing a coat, and I'm beginning to wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace.
No, you have it wrong. That dude probably got on my coat when I was helping the police put out that fire.
And what about this dark substance around the hem of your coat?
Oh, I didn't realize that the term was that dirty. I'm sure it's just some water mixed with food from when I was helping with the fire. I don't think so. You think you can get away with such a transparent lie?
Yeah, don't lie to us, pal. This is the same pattern of dirt that got on my coat when I went through the fireplace.
Hold it. Your words ring hollow in the absence of evidence, you know. So unless you can prove that the dirt on my coat is from the fireplace...
Which I can. You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe. Huh? Me, sir? What did I do? This coat, this is exactly the piece of evidence I was searching for. I had been hoping to find the coat that the person Kay saw was wearing. And thanks to you, we proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat. I don't quite know what you're saying, but I'm happy for the praise, sir. All that remains is for us to show what the dark substance on the coat hem is.
Oh?
If Karma shows up again, I do someone. I need people quick.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh? And you think...
Oh.
Oh? And you think you can do that?
Of course I can. This is the dark substance that sullied the hem of this coat.
Ink.
Yep. Take that! Yes, this is what will prove that the coat went through that fireplace. According to Ambassador Paleno, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning.
You told us about that already, so I don't really see the point in mentioning it again.
My point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at that time. If the dark substance on this coat turns out to be Bobbly's ink, it would prove that you and this coat went through the revolving fireplace wall. Sorry to have clipped one of your wings, Yatagarasu, but we're not finished yet.
You have no way of proving whether or not this is Bobbly's ink on the coat hem.
Oh, but I do, and I intend to show that it is ink in a few seconds.
How?
How, you ask? Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you. This is how I will prove that the dark substance on the coat is Bobbly's ink.
Burn it!
Yes!
Burn it!
Burn the coat!
Yeah. We can find out whether this is Bobbly's ink or not by lighting it on fire.
That's how you're going to prove it's Beverly's ink?
Yes, if you can please cut a section of the dark stained area for me, I'd appreciate it. Because I will show you here and now what the dark substance is.
Enough. Sorry to do this, but I'm going to have to cut off a bit of
This
your coat.
costed like $5,000!
Go ahead. I wasn't planning on to wear it anymore.
This is Cheetah, this is the part where you say, no, this is like $5,000.
Now then, if someone could loan me a lighter or something...
Oh, I got some matches. I always carry them with me so I can light smoke bombs.
You're not helping with the arsonist angle there.
Then if I could please have one, Kay, we can get this experiment underway. Oh, they animated that! I gotta see how that compared in the pixel in the pixel art. That is so cool.
Oh my god.
Wee. The flame!
It's the same color as the flame's white crystal oil produces. Which means...
Bobbly's ink is a product of white crystal oil, and when lit, the ink produces a green flame. I believe the time has come to clip the Yatagarasu's other wing.
Mystina, you're the fake Yatagarasu! The one who killed my father!
Wait, you're jumping the gun a bit there.
It's about time you came clean, Agent Sheena. Or should I say, Callisto, you!
Hold it!
Oh, wait, no, that...
Hold it. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you?
Do I look like the joking type to you?
Crystal, you? I never heard that name before in my life.
The matter of speaking and that attitude, you haven't changed a bit in 7 years.
You're the defense attorney that killed Mr. Faraday and then trying to frame me for it!
Oh, really? And you have proof? You insisted that this Callisto you, woman, but you can't prove it. If you have no proof, then I'm afraid you won't be able to lay a single finger on me.
Objection! The raven is a very unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of night. However, the light of dawn has arrived and it will reveal your true, ugly form to the world.
Hold it! Enough poetry. I want to see some evidence.
Do you really have something that can prove that she is Callisto you?
I do. It's something that the second Yatagarasu has preserved for us these last 7 years.
Bottle.
Do me the honor, Mr. Edgeworth.
I will, Kay, for we have finally come to the end. Oh, take a shot. Or drink in this case, my case.
The perfume bottle.
We'll prove this to be her Callisto U with this, and clip this Yatagarasu's wings for good. Take that! This perfume. This will prove you to be Callisto U.
Will?
Kay has preserved it perfectly for us. Surely you remember this bottle. This belonged to Miss Yu just before she disappeared 7 years ago. Naturally, this means that a few of her fingerprints are on here as well.
This is that bottle of perfume you spilled, which I have preserved ever since. I heard from my father, Byron Faraday, that is stored under the right conditions, a fingerprint can be preserved for decades. Which means that your fingerprints are still on here. Every last one.
We can clear everything up if we were to compare the prints on this to your own. Now come, Agent Sheena. Will you submit yourself to a fingerprint test?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, an actual breakdown.
Oh!
You.
I think How could this happen? Why does this happen? I think I'm gonna have a breakdown.
It looks like you've seen right through me. You sent the biggest chill down my spine, Edgeworth.
Callisto, you.
So you've shown your true face at last. Vampire! Oh wait, wrong name.
This feeling of thrill. It's even greater than that time 7 years ago.
Hina, you're...
Lang, I really enjoyed our days together. You're an insanely strong, nice, kind-hearted, idiot man.
So you are a spy all along? A mole sent by the smuggling gang I've been chasing after? Someone who has been feeding them intel on Interpol all this time.
Very good. Maybe you're not as big as an idiot as I thought. Crystal, you! The woman who killed my father 7 years ago! You're her, aren't you? The fake Yatagarasu. That's right, Callisto, you. That's just one of my many names. But even that is just a...
Facade.
How you pronounce that?
Facade.
A facade.
But even that is just a facade. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the great thief, Yatagarasu.
No, you're not. Callisto, you. This time you won't escape, for this is the end of the road for you. Now come along quietly.
You know, you're the one who left the strongest impression of me. Hey, Faraday. And you have not used the Yatagarasu's gadget. I might have never known who you were. But here you are, being a thorn in my side, just like your father always was.
Kay, don't.
But I wanna.
I'll never forgive you for what you did to my father. You really are just like him. Mr. Faraday, you possess such laughable honesty.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, wow.
Oh
Okay.
my god! Kay! You let Kay go right now, pal!
Despicable.
Stop me! You help me!
I'm just imagining to go bite her.
You think
Oh my
I'm
God.
a fake? You think I'm a fake, don't you? Well, unfortunately for you, I'm the real Yatagarasu. But that's impossible! My father was the one who created Little Thief! Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, the Yatagarasu was 3 legs. Do you know why that is?
Why it has 3 legs?
There are 3 main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system.
No, it can't be!
Did you finally figure it out? Do you finally know the real identity of the Yatagarasu?
The real identity of the Yatagarasu is...
Neither person. It's neither of them.
The real identity of the Yatagarasu is neither Burn Faraday nor Callisto U, but by the same token, they are also both the real Yatagarasu.
How very protective of you. Protective. How very protective.
They're both the Yatagarasu.
The single person known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu never existed.
Words. No! Refuse to believe this!
The Yatagarasu is known to have 3 special skills. Skill number 1. The Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. And a lawyer would have the opportunity to learn the layout of client corporations. Skill number 2. The Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. And a good prosecutor would be well versed in the ways of a criminal.
And skill number 3.
Yeah.
Yatagarasu
Doesn't leave a single thread of evidence behind. Ever.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Detective Bad. Finally, he pulls out his real gun.
It was only natural for the Yatagarasu to never leave evidence behind.
Get wrecked!
Because the lead detective on the case hid it all away.
Oh my god!
Nice job.
You're the 3rd member of the Yatagarasu?
Yeah. I've been looking for you for a long time. 7 long years, but I finally got you.
Why, Mr. Bad, long time no see. What happened to us? We used to be such a great team. If you were such a great team, then why did you kill my father 7 years ago? Why indeed? It was nothing personal, really. He was just another person I had to kill. Oh, can you say that? I grow weary of this, and it's about time for everything to come to an end.
Take a shot.
And this time, I won't miss.
Stop!
You!
K!
It's over, Sheena.
Ring!
Oh.
Oh my god! Agent Lang!
Idiot. What were you thinking jumping in front of my gun like that? What are you risking your life for?
I'm sorry, Detective Bad. But no matter what sort of past she may have had, or even if she is a spy, it doesn't change the fact that she is my subordinate. As long as she is, I can't allow any harm to come to her. Not even from you.
You're a stupid man, Lang. But that's respectable.
You really are an idiot. You know that?
Huh. That's fine with me. You should know by now that this is just how I am. Hey, sis.
Yeah.
I want you to conduct a full body search. Sheena might have another weapon on her.
I always have person who voices Lang needs to act like he's in pain. I really honestly think that even if he is in pain, like he's like really able to like, you know, just disarm Sheena like that, or you, I should say now. But yeah, I've always believed that Lang is like a strong dude anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, just still a bit weary, but also trying to act tough. That's what I was trying to go for.
Yeah.
Alright. Detective Gumshoe, your assistance, please.
Sir! Hey, I found something! It's the missing blade!
Whoa!
What is this, sir? It looks like the blade knife of a knife, but it doesn't have a handle. This is a great find, detective. Huh? It is, sir? Let's try pairing up this blade with this handle.
Yeah,
Take that! I believe this blade actually belongs with the handle that was on the murder weapon. Hey, they fit together perfectly. This blade must have been taken from the crime scene when the knife handles were switched. I'm gonna go return this Bobbly's knife now. Alright, I trust that you make sure it was returned to Ambassador Poleno. Bobbly's knife handle given to Detective Gumshoe. I believe this makes it perfectly who did it. Callisto you. But the only time the handles could have been switched is just after Mr. Cochin's murder. Which means that you must be Mr. Cochin's killer. You killed Mr. Cochin with the alabaster knife, switched the handles, and took the original blade of the Bobbly's knife with you. Later, you allowed yourself to be spotted by Kay near the open-air stage. You used the fireplace to lose her, then you went back to accuse her of the murder. Does that about sum it up?
Objection!
Wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
You grab an engaging tale, Mr. Edgeworth, but there's our two problems with it.
Problems? In what respect?
What do you think my real person was in allowing her to pay after me?
Real reason, but close enough.
It was all so I could capture Kay Faraday. What? When I saw you were using the detective at Bigwater Land, I knew right away that you were Brian Faraday's daughter. I became curious, so I searched a little into your background.
My God, Callisto!
That's how I found out that you were on the trail of the Yatagarasu. So that's why you tried to pin Mr. Cochin's murder on me. Yes, I knew you would show up at this embassy tonight. So I thought to use you. But pinning the murder on you wasn't my only goal. You had another? Yes. Once I had you under arrest, I planned to search you and take back the device that rightfully belongs to me, the true Yatagarasu. You were going to take a little piece away from me! 7 years ago, it was thanks to the device that Faraday was able to
Infiltrate.
Infiltrate.
Dyslexia can be really bad, I understand that.
Infiltrate this place. But he stole more than he should have. I thought of time recovering that precious key.
Then the person who stole the Yatagarasu's key was Mr. Faraday?
That incident 7 years ago. What was the catalyst behind it?
In the eyes of the smuggling ring, the Yatagarasu was becoming a bit of a problem. It wasn't an especially pleasant assignment.
Then why? Why did you become a member of the Yatagarasu?
Why? There was no why. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning.
From the beginning? What is that supposed to mean?
The person I take orders from hasn't changed, even now, to this day.
Does this mean that the leader of the smuggling ring wasn't Mr. Cochin? Then the real ringleader is still out there pulling the strings.
Are you done asking what you need to know? Because if so, we should probably get going.
I'm kind of bleeding out here. I'm kind
And you're going to tell me everything you did tonight. Do you understand, Shina?
I guess I should tell you, then, that I was the one who set the Baba's ambassador on fire.
What? And why did you do that?
I suppose it was to destroy all evidence of the counterfeit bill.
That was what the smuggling ring was trying to do? But then, why start 2 fires?
Sorry, but I can't tell you anything about the ring. It's your job to complete your investigation after all. I had my fun. Now it's your turn to enjoy the ride. I mean, Miss Sheena! Yes. When I fell to the floor earlier, these fell at my feet. What about them? They're such pretty hair, thick that I thought, well, that I should return them to you. You can have them. They're of no use to me anymore. If you don't want them, you can always just throw them away. No, I want to keep them. Suit yourself. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. Mr. Edgeworth. About the second problem I had with your story. I didn't kill anyone tonight.
What?
Oh.
What?
I'm not saying that I'm sore loser. Thinking of that as a hint, if you will.
Mr. Prosecutor,
Yes, Agent Lang?
mark my words. I'm not done here, and I'll be back.
Also, ow, my leg! Ah!
Hey. And it's got nothing to do with duty or anything, because this has become my personal case. I may have been shot, but I'll show you just how dangerous a wounded wolf can be.
His anger appears to have negated the sensation of pain in his injured leg.
In my injured leg. Bad, shoot my leg. Ow.
Limping
Ow.
limping away.
Oh, ow, ow. No, don't.
It's finally
don't really
over, Kay. Take a shot!
Take a shot.
Here, have a drink. Oops, okay.
I feel like I peered into her heart a little, you know? But it's so cold and dark and incredibly lonely.
Hands down, Sheena, aka Callisto, was best villain in this game, I think, so far. Anyways.
Yeah. At what point did you figure it out?
I had a feeling it was her when Sheena started doing the little pose where she kind of looks up a little bit, and her mouth is looking a little like Callisto's sprite when she did that.
Yeah,
that was like that was what gave me a feeling that she was Callisto.
I see.
By the way, I just want to say something. Those Scales of Justice earrings that she had in the last case, you can actually get those in real life. Miss Boss 03, aka Michaela, she actually recently got them, and like she has them on in her. She had them on in her latest Ace Attorney video that she posted.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Water.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let me get.
The person was giving her all these commands.
Hello, DJ Amiat. Welcome on into the stream. Hope you're doing well.
All right.
The one who thought my father was a problem to be removed.
I don't know.
As I was on VC in your Discord last night to press and need a company. I was gonna join after stream, but I had an emergency to take care of. Sorry. Yeah. That person was the real ringleader behind the smuggling ring.
Mr. Edgeworth, I have a favor to ask. Can you hold on to these hair sticks for me?
Hey, wait, didn't we see hair sticks earlier?
No, we didn't.
They're really pretty. They're really pretty. Just like the ones they were selling for them Jam and Ninja Stoves.
You would say it.
But until this case is over, I don't think I can look at them without being overcome.
I understand. I'll just I'll take good care of them for you. There's a bit of soil stuck on the ends of these sticks.
Hey, they are the things.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's that time already, huh?
So it's midnight, the dawn of another day.
Hey, Pops, thanks a bunch. You've really done a lot for everyone all these years. Detective Bad, don't tell me today is the day.
Yeah, it is. Happy birthday. Oh, no, sorry. With this, I can retire in peace. Now I must go. My planet needs me.
Bye, Captain Planet.
Anyway, it was down to the wire.
Yeah, Amy, I'm very sorry to hear about what happened. What happened to your dad?
Huh?
I'm very... Yeah, Amiat's status, yeah, his dad passed away recently. Very sorry to hear that,
And
bud.
all that, but
Hugs for you, Amiat.
yes, many condolences. I'm not gonna go into anything else right now, but let's just keep it going.
Yeah.
I said it.
Yeah,
It went
okay.
down to the wire. But we did it. We solved everything.
But that's just it. We haven't solved...
Absolutely everything.
Take a shot! But that's just it. We haven't solved everything yet. Psych. Hello, Boxer Fox. Welcome on in the stream, buddy. The ringleader of the smuggling ring, the Yatagarasu, were chasing after.
The legend of the Yatagarasu is now over. Mr. Edgeworth, that bit of logic earlier was brilliant. I feel like I can leave it all in your hands. I'm counting on you.
Really true, Uncle Ben? Were you also part of the Yatagarasu?
As I said to you earlier, Kay, I'm truly sorry. I wanted nothing but a peaceful life for you.
Uncle Ben.
Hey, don't take it so seriously. It's all just one big joke, right? Right?
Unfortunately, it isn't.
Oh, come on, sir. She's just yanking on my chain, isn't she, Mr. Edgeworth? Detective Bad. Wait, no. You are no longer a detective. Mr. Bad, I'd like to ask you about the Yatagarasu. Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth, here, just give these back to you.
These are the pages from my KG8 case files that the Yatagarasu stole from my office. Huh? Wait, what?
Oh yeah! Mr. Edgeworth, I must apologize for last night.
Oh my god!
What?
So, at the first case of the game, someone broke into Edgeworth's office and held him on gunpoint. It was bad? Oh my god.
The whole time.
So the Yatagarasu stolen in my room was you, was it? Wait, then that means— what? Tell me it's not true. That's too insane for me to believe, sir.
It's true. Even if it's not something you want to hear. KG8 incident, it was a very emotionally trying case. We stood in that courtroom. Faraday as the prosecutor, and I as the lead detective. Faraday had evidence in his possession that would prove the defendant guilty. However, because it was stolen, the defendant was found innocent. You was elder sister of the victim in the case. When the defendant was pronounced not guilty, she let out a great wail. That's when we realized that there was a limit to what the law could do. The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside of the courts. That's what we thought at the time. That's how we formed the Yatagarasu and vowed to bring to light any dirty dealings companies had with the ring, including companies that dealt with the Amano.
Mr. Amano's conglomerate?
We called ourselves the Yatagarasu and flexed our collective muscle. We exposed all sorts of shady dealings as a warning to the business world as a whole. By doing that, we were able to stop the higher-ups from covering things up. And then, it was finally time. We finally arrived at the moment when we'd find out the ringleader's true identity. It was then that you literally stabbed us in the heart. And Faraday died.
Jesus.
Why? Wasn't she the sister of the victim of the KG-8 incident?
After Faraday's death, I looked into her past. That's when I found out that she was a phony. The victim of the KG-8 incident, CCU, she never had a sister.
What? What? Then that means—
Sheena wasn't the only fake name she used. Callisto U was another pseudonym. From the very beginning, that woman was a spy sent by the smuggling ring. She said it herself. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning. Anyway, let's return to the real topic at hand. The fireplace. Mr. Edgeworth, this trump card that we snuck into the page of the case file, please use it wisely.
Trump card? That photo that we stuck on there.
That's bad.
Yeah.
The photo that we stuck on there. Try peeling it off. Behind it, there's a piece of evidence that Faraday hid away all those years ago.
It's the mark of the Yatagarasu, but why?
This is a directives card from the big boss. Take a look at the back. That was something Coach had on him at the time of the KG-8 incident 10 years ago. That blood is from the victim of the incident, this CCU.
But why is the card adorned with the mark of the Yatagarasu?
The reason why we called ourselves the Yatagarasu was because the three-legged raven mark that the smuggling ring's balls used. Apparently, orders from the boss would come on these cards without fail. The person who received the order was supposed to burn it immediately after reading it. And apparently, it burns a bright green flame when set ablaze.
So you mean the cards were written in Bobbly's ink?
fact that the card that coaching was sent made it into Faraday's hand is nothing short of a miracle. He decided that whenever he stole anything, he would send a card along with it to the police.
So that's what those white cards are.
A great thief that used them, that only those within the ring know. It was our message to the ringleader that we were only a few steps behind.
It's literally a trump card.
One more thing, Detective Coach. Take my lollipop. I'm entrusting this to you.
What is this, sir?
This is
It's
what
my-
I was talking about earlier.
I was gonna say a joke. It's my whole collection of lollipop collection videos. You should enjoy them.
Yeah.
It's my
I
favorite
recorded
mixtape.
every Tootsie Pop advertisement onto this VHS.
A lot of dum-dums ads.
I've now truly figured out how many licks it takes.
I've recorded
During the
myself
KG8 incident trial, Faraday had this in his possession. This important, definitive piece of evidence.
But I thought it was stolen. How do you have it?
The person who stole it from us 10 years ago was a man by the name of Ernest Armando. And he had it locked and hidden away for all this time. So we forced him to tell us where it was finally, after the other day's kidnapping case.
Oh my god.
And it's Amano.
Jesus.
What's that name ring a bell?
Third case.
Earlobes in the third case.
Oh.
The one you didn't see, I think.
Oh,
This video.
yeah, obviously.
Ben,
Oh yeah, it was Portsmouth. What? Don't come any closer! I'm warning you!
this is the same video as the one Mr. Portsman was trying to conceal from me.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it would seem that even he was caught up in the ring's web. Romano was preparing to take on the boss someday, and the video was his insurance. That's where that prosecutor comes in. He was to retrieve the video. On top of that, he was apparently instructed to sneak into your office and steal the trump card. You saw it for yourself, right?
Yeah.
The card that told him to preserve the evidence.
Then that card was not the calling card of the Yatagarasu, but rather a directives card from the ringleader to Mr. Portsman.
Two pieces together make for a strong weapon for whoever holds them.
The evidence Mr. Portsman thought to withhold from me, and the one that you stole from my office last night, both
Yeah,
pieces
sorry
are
about that.
illegal, and for me to use either one is...
Whether you use them or not is up to you.
I swear, if this game has an alternate ending,
Pretty sure it doesn't. But they will be a help to you when you take on someone who is above the law.
Is the boss one of those who cannot be brought to court that Mr. Faraday spoke of? Ah, okay, thanks, Sinbad. Detective Bad, there is no limit for the law, for it is the people who determine the limits to them.
Is this that? Now, you really are something else. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Now the detective gumshoe, the handcuffs. It's time to lock up the last remaining member of the Yatagarasu.
Pops!
Don't ever lose your detective spirit.
Pops, why is this happening? This isn't justice!
Like I always tell you, do not get emotionally involved. Now let's go.
Yes, sir! Oh my god. Is this really the end of a legend?
That doesn't count. I think that's like
To be
Alright.
continued.
What?
it's
That's
only
it?
8:40. It's only 8:42.
Hey, fuck.
Hmm.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Bad was his superior back in the day.
Yeah, they had a history and all that.
Yeah.
Talking about this is
March 15, 12:07 a.m. Bedroom, neutrals, lobby.
So now we know who the Yatagarasu really was, and yet there remains much to this case that needs to be resolved.
Like how the weapons crossed country lines, for example. Two countries have incredibly strict security systems and entry procedures. Hey, how about we do one second there? Because we're still going to be going at this for a little bit, and I think that
hang on, really quick.
I don't think Leg's going to be showing back up for a bit. Let's do.
Sinbad, I see you in the general chat. Do you want to join?
Yeah, but they're.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't think we're messing with that right now.
I mean, I sent.
A little bit later.
I mean, Sinbad, you want to join us? I can just drag you in. I'll give you the
name.
And you're going real quick with that. Okay.
okay.
Hang on. Yeah, you want to join us, Sinbad? It's up to you. I can drag you in here into the voice acting section. Yeah.
Well, there's only the reason I was saying that is there's like four of the people there, and we can kind of switch up the roles there so that we can at least all have a voice role right now.
Yeah.
So I would say like I'd say Star is Francesca and. K, you could be Ben, you could be K, and then I could do Gumshoe because that's one for each of the four of us.
All right.
Okay, actually,
Or I mean, I wouldn't mind being K still, and
should I try Gumshoe?
Up to you guys.
I'd like to give Gumshoe a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let's see how you do it.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
All right.
But yeah, I guess I could keep doing Francisca then. Short of a miracle, it's impossible for someone to have smuggled them in.
Smuggling them in, huh? We will need to open a new line of investigation on just this aspect alone. But before we do, I would like to go through my evidence once more. Unnecessary evidence has been removed. The evidence has been rearranged.
And what does that look like?
Hey, there's a VSDR here, sir.
The Steel Sam.
Now we can see what's on that tape Detective Bad gave us.
But I want to watch the Steel Samurai.
What was that, Edgeworth?
This piece of evidence from the KG-8 incident hidden from the site from 10 long years. I just know that this is related to the current case somehow. Detective Gumshoe, if you could please play the tape for us.
No thanks, sir.
That's Cochin. This man, it's Manny Cochin.
A knife in his hand.
This looks like the footage from a security camera at the entrance of an apartment building.
An apartment building? How do you figure that?
Unlike you, I actually read the summary file of the KG-8 incident, and obviously it says P for apartment. And the crime scene was the victim's own apartment.
So this footage was shot at the entrance to the victim's own apartment building.
At the trial, Mr. Faraday claimed that this piece of footage existed.
However, no one could find it.
Yes, somehow, someone was able to steal it and hide it through Mr. Ernest Amana.
I could see how this would have been a definitive piece and why someone would want to hide it.
That's a piece of evidence from 10 years. That's a piece of evidence from a 10-year-old case. There's no way it's related to this case we're working on now, sir.
Actually, I believe it has everything to do with the case we're working on now. The ringleader even went as far to use Mr. Portsman to retrieve it. Which means that this video lies a very inconvenient bit of footage to the ringleader. Where?
Where? Oh, where? Where?
Force of habit. No, wait, what was that?
Huh?
I wonder how this looked in pixel form. That bit you played just now,
I mean,
please
you
show
can
it to me
switch
again.
for a second there. We haven't actually tried it on.
Okay, sir.
We haven't actually tried the visual version of the of that scene. Oh no, wait, we had to turn it on
Wait a
earlier.
minute.
Oh, what's that?
This car. This is something we cannot overlook. Why?
What is that, sir? What is that?
Look here, Detective Gumshoe. Is it
The guy in the car?
Flag. The flag.
The flag.
Oh, the flag.
That's,
oh yeah.
That's
flag.
that's the Alabast flag. Take that.
Yeah, click it.
This is the national flag of the Cadopia. The national flag of the Principality of Cadopia. And because it has a national flag on it, we know this to be an official government car. But the question we should be asking ourselves is, what was a government car doing there?
Didn't he work for Kadoki or whatever? Ah, Mr. Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth. So you were here all this time.
And Sinbad's not in there anymore. Not in VC anymore. Okay. Anyways. Alright. Anyway, I was gonna see if Sinbad wanted to join
Sinbad
us.
want to come in? Yeah.
Yeah, Sinbad. If you wanna join us here, we have a free voice available. I can drag you in here. It's up to you. We'll continue on for now, but if you want to join us, just let me know and I'll drag you in.
Hey. You can always be sure to message us in the VC no mic. Like, if you want.
Or in chat. Just do it in chat. Either way.
Yeah, the question is
true.
though, he'd probably have to replace someone else because I like doing old man voice. You'll try this for my cold dead hands.
And after that, good luck, because he would have glued it to his cold dead
Yeah,
hand.
Alright,
Hun.
The best album.
wait, I thought... hold on, wait, Star... Wait, were you giving Francisco to Star?
Star is, K.
Star was K. Yeah. Ambassador Alba.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for continuing the investigation, even at this time of night. If only I was even a tiny bit more careful. This tragedy would never have happened. I'm truly sorry.
This wasn't your fault, sir. This had nothing to do with how careful you were.
Idiot Corsus, you gotta chase after a simple thief! Now then, let's get down to the real reason why I came looking for you two. Where am I? Oh, right. I would like you to put the investigation on hold for a while. Can you do that? Excuse me? I heard you apprehended thieves that turned this embassy upside down. And we are in the middle of an event celebrating our country's reconciliation. We can't exactly have the police and detectives walking around here forever. You're scaring the visitors away, so I hope that you can understand how I feel.
But we must finish our investigation and resolve the remaining issues.
Why don't we leave the rest of the to the Alabastian and Pabo's police? Ambassador, we are so close, just a little more and... Miss Von Karma, I'm afraid I've made up my mind. And without my permission, you can't proceed with your investigation anyway, right? That's true, however...
As he said at the very beginning, this area can be considered to be Alabastian soil, in which case we are nothing but foreigners in their land. Is this really where our investigation ends? Hold it! Shifu! We found Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Sorry, you can do the other cop.
This way.
Yo.
You got over a bullet wound quickly.
Wow.
Agent Lang, you're back on the scene rather quickly.
If I lay back and take a break, I'd lose the scene of my prey, Mr. Prosecutor.
1 second. And back. Agent, love of my life. Why have you returned?
Because I have to solve this case, no matter what.
Well, I'm sorry to inform you. That don't take this the wrong way. I don't suspect you personally.
Yeah, the crazy glasses.
However, a member of Interpol was just found to be a thief, and so...
Oh, my god.
Under these circumstances, I wish to fund your investigation on it. After all, I believe our police can handle things from here. They are quite capable.
At this rate, our investigation really will come to a close.
Not so fast. President Alba. I get it now. I really do.
Oh, I'm very glad you understand how I feel.
No, not that. What I was talking about is... I know who the killer is behind tonight's murder.
You?
Butler? Yeah.
No?
Okay.
You want? I'll. Since you're doing Lang again, I'll.
Go.
Yeah. Duh.
Killer? Do you really mean that, Agent Lifter?
Wolves don't lie.
Then who is it?
Well, let me first say that I'm not talking about Mr. Cochin's murder. That was all Sheena.
Oh.
Langzi says the truth lies not at the exit, but rather shines outside the maze itself. The truth is unexpectedly simple. So let me ask you this. Who do you think was Mask to Mask's the Second's killer? I'll tell you who. It was you, Franziska.
What?
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 Genius department over here. I was the killer.
Wait! But that's impossible!
Yeah. Although that whip is actually quite. Yow!
Hold your tongue and that ludicrous remark you were about to make.
Agent Lang, are you seriously accusing her of murder?
Yeah, I am.
He doesn't appear to be joking.
Hey, sis. I remember that just before Ambassador Alba went to give his speech, he called you into his office, right?
Yes, he did. But what does that have to do with anything?
I'm getting to that. Furthermore, in order to solve both cases, you moved around rather freely between Alabasta and Babal.
Objection!
Objection? And where's your evidence that I am the killer?
Not so fast. I was just getting to that. Trust me, I'll show them to you in due time. Ambassador Alba, in order for me to bring this case to a close, I'll need to inspect your office one more time. Will you grant me permission?
I've heard that phrase so much tonight. But, things as they are, I suppose I don't have much of a choice, do I?
Great, sounds fine by me. Let's get a move out. Let's get a move out. Oh, and don't even think about running a look. My pack will be keeping a close eye on you. You can bet your bottom dollar on that.
As if I would have any reason to flee. But just so we're clear, your logic had better be sound. Because I'll accept nothing short of a perfect explanation.
She seems rather upset, not that I blame her.
I expected that you'd accept no less. But we'll see how long you can keep that nose of yours stuck up in the air like that.
Hold it! Hold it! Agent Lang, as someone related to tonight's case, I request that you allow me to take part. and so that I may clean up my superior's mess.
I guess I should. The more the merrier, especially when it's a peanut gallery.
Oh, in that case, I want to join you. I do want to join in too. I still haven't seen what the looks like in Alabas yet.
If you let Kay in, then you've got to let me in too, pal. I can't sit around and do nothing when Miss Von Karma's in trouble.
All the merrier.
Hey, Dummy, let's have a competition to see who can save her first, okay?
Okay, I'll take you up on that. Oh yeah, I'm fired up and raring to go. As a detective, I don't believe this is something you're supposed to be excited over.
I was like, this is gonna get real interesting. Best in Alba, I'll be bringing these kids along for the ride.
Very well. But I'd like you to keep in mind that this will be your last chance. Take a shot.
Take a shot. Take a shot. Give me all the voice. Right. I'll have this whole mess cleaned up before you know it. Now, let's go.
You only have one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow.
March
You sound
15,
like Oslo.
12,
Yes.
March 15, 12:53 a.m. Alabasian Embassy, Ambassador's Office.
Okay, now, let's first go over the facts one more time.
The fireplace rotates?
Enough with the damn fireplace.
What's tomorrow? Anyway, Manny Cochin's body was found over in the Secretariat's office in the vault. The weapon that took his life was one of Alabast's ornamental knives.
Oh, and dude, that sounds like the computer voice from Star Trek. Actually, Star's voice for the time and location things is based on the cash registers from his workplace.
Yeah, it's funny.
Pretty much. It's annoying, but yet it really.
It works.
It works.
Yes.
But I do see the resemblance, especially to like the OG voices.
I was actually
Anyways.
thinking of GLaDOS from Portal.
That too.
Right along, dick-a-dun, dick-a-dun.
Deadly neurotoxin. Anyways, yeah. You think you read that one, Fen?
Yeah, I already read it. And then the body of Master II, Mr. Kashinula, was found here in the Alabastian ambassador's office. Investigation, we found the murder weapon. Was this Primaduck's statue? And that this is actually Babal's statue. This case, no matter how I look at it, since if it wasn't you, then there's no one else who could have pulled this off.
Regent Lang, do you understand the full implications of what you are saying?
Nope. Of
Good.
course I do, sis. Of course I do, sis. And I'm serious. And I'm stubborn as a mule.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were on the trail of the smuggling ring, and you wanted any evidence you could find. And so, while people were distracted by the Yatagarasu's appearance, you snuck in here. That's when you two ran into each other. You and that other thief who took advantage of the confusion of the fire.
Objection! Even if all that were true, how do you explain the movement of the weapons?
Don't worry, I plan to show that you're the culprit behind that too. You had permission to investigate both embassies at will. With that kind of free reign, hey now!
Oh my god! The first person to survive the wrath of Franziska's whip. Bravo, Agent Lang.
Holy crap.
Die, monster!
Now. Look, sis. I thought I already told you. I'm not messing around here. This case isn't directly tied to the smuggling ring. But Sheena certainly is tied to the smuggling ring.
He is right in saying that she is a member of the smuggling ring. However, the connection between this case and the ring, could it not be deeper than what any of us can imagine?
Let's get this ridiculous circus over with already.
Franziska, you need to calm down. This is not... They are not... Lang is not a clown. He is the entire circus. Because you only know the facts of the Alabastian side of the case, I don't believe you can see the case as a whole, and therefore, solve it.
I would like to objection. It's not the clown analogy. He is not a wolf, he's the entire pack.
Bingo! My goodness! That makes sense.
That would actually make it stronger, though.
Yeah.
So that analogy makes no sense.
Okay, better one. He's not a puppy, he's the entire litter.
But don't
There's
worry,
supposed to be
I
strong wolves.
am taking this seriously as well, and I will prove your innocence.
That's the only way to be, Mr. Prosecutor. But can you come up with anything else that could top my hypothesis? Of course, your explanation has to solve the mystery of the moving weapons as well.
Of course, and I will. Let us now delve into the truth behind the murder of Damask II. Something's up with Twitch? What's going on, Sinbad?
You do understand, don't you? This isn't just a confirmation against Agent Lang. If you can't figure out how the murder of Damask II is related to the smuggling ring, then it will mean the end of our investigation.
It's buffering periodically. Might be something on your end, because I've got the stream on my phone as well. I've got the stream on my phone as well, so...
Just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I have no good counter-argument to this hypothesis, then the best I can do is walk this thin tightrope and see what I can do.
Come on, Mr. Prosecutor. Let's get started already.
Yes, let's.
Alright. Some examinations.
One of Alabast's knives was used in Babal to murder Mr. Kochin. And the murder weapon in the killing of Mask II is Babal's Prima Duck statue. Somehow, these two objects were able to penetrate the two countries' impenetrable security. The only one who traversed the two countries just before and after the crimes was you.
So as long as I can't explain how the weapons moved about, Franziska will remain a suspect?
You got that right, Mr. Prosecutor. So why don't you stop giving me a hard time? Under these circumstances, who the heck can carry a weapon across a country line? I've worked through every possibility, but there's only one that's possible. Your boss!
Agent Lang, what I've learned from you just now is that you've lost sight of yourself.
What are you even talking about?
By focusing too intently on that which is in front of us, we become blind to the truth. Don't tell me Lang Z never said anything to that effect.
You prosecutor! Who do you think you are, speaking about Lang Z's proverbs like that?
I don't need his proverbs, because my words are all you will need to see the truth.
Let's see.
Two objects were able to penetrate the two countries. What?
Alright.
Okay.
I wish I had
These
seen
two
that.
objects were able to penetrate the...
Let's
Hey,
question
this...
that.
Hey, that statue.
Alright.
Oh wait, question that. Yeah, let's
question
Hold
that.
it!
Hold
Question
it!
that.
Wait, what?
So you're saying that the Prima Duck statue was also brought over by Franziska?
Like I told you before, that's the only way it makes sense.
Hold it! Hold it! And how exactly did you bring it over?
I haven't figured that out yet.
That's a rather weak statement considering how sure you are.
Maybe, but there's one thing I do know for sure.
Oh, wait, back up. The impenetrable security. Wait, the impenetrable security at the third statement. I know what to do now.
Alright.
Remember how that statue had the little fingerprint, like the fingerprint at the bottom of it? It wasn't the alabaster one, it was the other one.
Oh yeah.
That one had the little burn mark at the bottom or something.
Fingerprint?
I think it was. Yeah, try that one first.
No, wait.
Hey,
It's
save.
probably the other-
Save,
It's not
but
that. It was probably the other statue. It's the other statue, not that
Try-
one.
well,
Yeah, we
this
found
one had,
it-
like this was burned all over there, so
We found a
how
handprint
about
at
we
the
try
bottom.
both? And
Wait,
I'd say
probably not.
I trust the first one though.
The first one?
I
Just
suggest
I
pressing for
trust
more.
the first one though.
Yeah, I'm.
Let's
Oh,
do
suggest
yours
pressing for
first.
more info first. Yeah, let's press for more info.
We did though.
The third statement, not the, we did the second statement, not the third.
Oh, I thought
Impenetrable?
I thought we did the
I should hardly think so.
Not so fast. You've seen the top of the wall between the two countries, right? Who in the world can cross over that?
Yeah, not even I could climb over that thing with all that barbed wire.
Barb.
Hard.
The only way into either embassy is through the doors in the three atrium neutrals. So the only way for the knife and the primitive statue the only way for the knife and the primitive statue to traverse the two countries is through those security camera equipped, well-guarded doors.
All right.
They may have, but I think we should focus on that third one there. 'Cause
Yeah.
Obviously, things were moved around and everything.
Alright,
I'd say
let's try
the first statue, because I'm not sure which statue it is. There's cases for both of them. Start with the bird one first.
Yeah.
Alright.
If not, I will use the other one. All right.
Yeah.
But I
Try the burn one.
objection.
Coin flip chance. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right. Hey.
Alright.
Agent Lang, those two items are not the only two to cross the border tonight.
Oh, really?
Oh?
Damask II was killed with Babal's Primaduck statue, yes. But if that's the case, then tell me, where did Alabast's Primaduck statue go?
Babal.
Precisely. And if the two statues really were switched, then this means that both statues were smuggled across the border at some point, which means that a total of 3 items were smuggled across the embassies.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
I guess so. But you know what? It doesn't matter the number of items, only that the sis is the only one who could have done it. Because the only who went back and forth between Alabaster and Babal is her.
Well, no.
Is that really true? Was there no one else who traveled between the two countries? Actually, there was definitely another person, one who paid a visit to both sides of the wall.
Yeah, we have some.
Objection! Is that really so, Agent Lang?
What allows you time to try and bluff your way out of this? I checked out what the guard said, along with the security camera's footage. You're not going to you're not going to overturn my hypothesis, Daddy.
Objection!
Well, apparently you don't have a good enough security camera.
But suppose there was some other way other than through the theater doors.
What other way?
The other entity that has managed to cross the border unharmed. If I point it out, it would open up a whole new possibility. Though I hesitate to bring this out, as long as this entity exists, the impossible road becomes a possibility.
Big Flint.
Looks like you've got some clever idea in mind.
I do, and I can show it to you through a single piece of evidence.
Fine then. Let's see this piece of evidence that will show me this other route.
Alright, go save here.
That's it. Yeah, it's a very obvious, like, we're going to present the crap out of something.
This piece of evidence will show us another way to move between the two countries. Okay.
That photo of the Yatagarasu.
Alright. Take that!
Whee!
Agent Lang, I'm sure you are familiar with this unforgettable photo from
Oh yeah,
Lotta
you gave
Hearts.
this to us, didn't you? Hey, you gave this to us.
That supernatural photo, like I said before. Humans can't fly.
No, of course not. I understand that perfectly well.
Freaking Karma looking in the corner. Yeah, who would ever be fooled by that?
I wouldn't dream of claiming that.
And I won't allow you to take back what you said earlier either. I'll say it again. It's not humanly possible to fly through the air without wings. So you'd better have a good explanation for this, Mr. Prosecutor.
Ah! But how can I prove who it was that flew through the air in this photo? Wait, not humanly possible. Eureka! Very well. You will have your explanation.
I think I know what happened.
Sounds like you have a good idea simmering inside that head of yours. Oh wait, I actually remember the Steel Samurai Jr. thing.
No. Well, it's not a steel samurai, but it is a steel warrior, or rather, a golden warrior.
Golden Warrior?
The other statue.
This one?
Which one?
Or the fake one?
Yes. The other statue.
The fake one.
Okay.
The fake statue.
Okay.
Think about it. You put it in a robe, you wrap the thing around, it clears off all the dirt, but leaving the one
that's not
handprint.
burnt.
Leaving the one handprint. And it's mobile enough that you can use it as a weapon.
Okay, let's try this. Take that! Naturally, the shadow is the third smuggled object, the Prima Duck statue replica.
You can't be serious.
The Yatagarasu, or rather, Callisto Yu, dressed as Agent Sheena, was inside Babal. She dressed the replica statue up in clothes and launched it through the air.
Not so fast! Not so fast. Huh. Mr. Prosecutor. Mr. Prosecutor. You left out a very, very crucial bit in your explanation.
I know I did.
She launched it through the air. Ha! And how exactly did she do that?
He is literally baring his fangs at me. But he has a point. How exactly did it move through the air like that? As long as this remains unsolved, we won't be able to move any closer to the truth. Which reminds me, didn't he say this earlier?
Hey, sis. I remember that just before Ambassador Alba went to give a speech, he called you into his office, right?
So, just before the murder, Francisco was called here right into this very room. If that's the case, then that may be another avenue I can pursue. Agent Lang, in order for me to answer that question, I will need to hear testimony from Miss Von Karma.
Oh? What are you up to now, pretty boy?
Using the same name to that one dude I forget the name of, called Day in the Legend
what
novels.
What are you up to now, pretty? Yep, okay.
Yeah. If you remember the Legend books, if you remember those books, props to you. I really enjoyed those. Earlier, you mentioned something of interest to me. You said that before the murder occurred, Miss Von Karma had been in this room because Ambassador Alba had called for her, and for that reason alone, you believe her to be the killer.
Yeah, I guess I did say something like that. Why?
In that case, I believe it is my duty to ask her what side of the story is.
Do you really think a criminal would tell us the honest truth?
How dare you? As I said numerous times, there's absolutely no proof that I am the killer. Miles Edgeworth, don't tell me you suspect me too.
I don't. However, I can't ignore the fact that you were in this room at one point in time, which is why I would like to hear about it from you.
Urgh.
Franziska, I feel that I still don't have enough information. which is why your testimony is incredibly important to the outcome of this case.
Alright. So, what would you like me to talk about?
I'd like you to please testify to your movements up until you came into this room.
Alright. Let's try this your way for a change. But if what she has to say turns out to be a waste of time, I'll place her under arrest faster than I can help.
Then you can help.
Faster than you can help. No.
As you wish.
That means I love you.
Aww.
Hey. Here we go.
As I said earlier, I was assigned to guard duty in the Alabastian Embassy. After I saw the Steel Samurai off on his way towards the ambassador's office, I returned to the Rose Garden for a bit and checked up on the security situation. After all the preparations were in place, I was called back by Ambassador Alba to his office.
Franziska, I want us to make this clear from the very beginning. So what I wish to confirm is that the only time span in which you were in this office was before the murder occurred. Is that correct?
Yes, of course.
I see. For now, the only way that I can see for us to break out of this situation is to ask Franziska about her testimony in more detail. Alright, I'm gonna press everything.
Well, there's actually one bit there.
I'm getting snacky.
Yeah, no, actually, no. Yeah. The second statement, I think. No, the third one.
Alright.
I returned to the Rose Garden a bit and checked up upon the security situation.
Alright.
After all the preparation was in place, I was called back to the ambassador.
Okay, then what happened after? I guess press that.
Hold it!
And then what happened?
At that time, Damask II's body had yet to be found in this room, is that correct?
That's right. But Ambassador Alba was here. One could hardly miss his rather large presence.
Like, just having a snack. A criminal will always say anything to get out of getting arrested. How do we know you're not lying?
Well, if you need proof, I'd be happy to oblige you.
Seriously?
Like I keep telling you, when I arrived at the office, Ambassador Alba was already here. He was standing by the flower box on the windowsill, watering his plants. I can attest to that. I remember speaking with the lovely lady around that time here in my office.
Oh my god. Alright then. Add that statement to your testimony and let's hear some details.
So Ambassador Alba was in this room at the time, was he?
So, I guess press that too.
Wait, the flowers?
Yeah, press that. I don't think we're there yet.
Hold on.
Not
Yeah, these flowers,
right
yeah,
there.
but we're not there yet.
Oh yeah,
Really?
alright. Press it?
Nah.
Alright.
I think we pressed
Hold
there.
it!
There's something else missing.
For the sake of being thorough, I'd like to ask you for something. How did you know that Ambassador Alba was watering his plants at the windowsill?
What do you mean by that?
The entrance of this room is on this side, however the window is on the opposite side. If what you say is true, then when you entered the room, his body would have been like a wall. He would have been blocking your view of what he was doing. Isn't that not correct?
I suppose it was a bit hard to see around him. But fortunately for me, Ambassador Alba is not an immovable wall. I knocked before I entered, and as I did, he turned around to greet me, with a watering can in his hand. So it's only natural to believe that he was watering his plants, right?
I suppose.
After his greeting, we spent a little time talking about his flowers. He had obtained them himself, and was growing them with the utmost care, you know. Yes, the plants in this room, they were all like my children.
Sounds like a bit like Arctic Fox we just met yesterday.
Unresponsive, and taking years to talk with me.
But still,
The passion flowers in this flower box on the windows are growing beautifully too.
I would have actually loved to eat Alba.
All 4 of them are in full bloom.
4.
All 4 of them are in full
4.
bloom.
There's 2 holes in the flower pot too. I didn't notice that. And
yeah.
I wonder what these
There's
could
2
be then.
sticks missing.
Oh!
Miss Von Karma, what did you just say just now?
I said the flowers are growing beautifully. What about that statement? Do you not understand?
What do I not understand? I do not understand why a certain thing is the way it is. I'd like for you to append that statement to your testimony.
Very well. Alright, now we present the flower.
Alright.
Wow. Now we do it.
Objection! Franziska, for some odd reason, your testimony contradicts with this piece of evidence.
It does appear that way.
Ha! I knew it. I knew we couldn't trust your words, sis.
What are you doing? Discrediting Miss Von
Discrediting.
Karma?
Discrediting.
What are you doing? Discrediting Miss Von Karma like this?
Yeah, sir. If you keep this up, she's gonna get taken away, sir. Eek!
All I've done is state what I saw. I have not made a single mistake in my testimony.
Look behind you. Look behind you, Franziska.
And for this, I am still under suspicion for murder. Is the number of flowers really all that important at this juncture, Miles?
At the very least, it is a contradiction in this enigmatic case, one that I find hard to dismiss as irrelevant.
Ha! So let's hear it, Mr. Prosecutor. What does the number of flowers have to do with anything? What is it proof?
I believe the answer to that will become clear if we were to examine that flower box. How did this contradiction come about? There must be something behind this discrepancy.
They're my beloved flowers. I've grown them with the utmost care. So I ask that you please be gentle with them as you examine them, Mr. Edgeworth, or my plant goblin will come and fight you.
Probably Theo.
He's right behind
I understand.
you. He's right.
We get it, Edgeworth. We will not rest until you've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
What is
The
a
holes.
nook?
The holes.
Oh, boy.
This patch of soil looks as though it has something removed from it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had a snack. Hey. One moment. Okay. What are you doing, Mr. Prosecutor? Why'd you claim up all of a sudden? I'm still here, waiting for an explanation, you know.
He's too busy inspecting every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Did you know, Agent Lang, flowers are best appreciated in silence?
Oh.
It looks like the 2 things were pulled out of this flower box.
Alright, I think it's the flowers itself that's the problem here.
The name of these flowers, I believe they're called passion flowers. Despite being called flowers, they are actually a species of vine. They appear to be growing well and are well supported by these plant supports.
Yeah, but no matter how I look at it, it looks like there are only 2 here to me. You realize, don't you, sis? Your little lie has failed you.
Ah, Miles Edgeworth! Hurry up and shut this man up for me already.
I suppose I will need to use some evidence to shut him up, won't I?
Yep.
Show evidence.
Oh, evidence, yeah.
Any evidence?
I believe I just have the piece of evidence you require.
Oh? You do you? You have such confidence in that face of your current plight. But I highly doubt it'll last until the end.
You howl like a wolf, Agent Lang. But we'll see if you have any bite to back up that bark after you see the evidence. The truth the passion flowers reveal can be seen in this piece of evidence. Take that! Sheena, who was supposedly in Babal the entire time, had these hair sticks on her that look exactly like the plant supports in this flower box. In other words, I believe it can be said that these hair sticks are in actuality support sticks for the passion flowers.
And so what? Is this really all that important to the case?
Of course it is. It means that we found yet another item that was smuggled between the two countries tonight.
Yeah.
Think about it logically, Agent Lang. These sticks were originally in Alabast, but somehow they wound up in Sheena's hands, who was in Babal the whole night. So make no mistake, these sticks were smuggled somehow, just like the knife and statue.
No. Very well then. I want to hear from you exactly how they wound up in Babal.
How did these support sticks find their way to Babal and why? There must be some reason as to why they ended up there.
Oh, I know now.
So that's why. Agent Lang, if you would please take a look at this and tell me its shape.
Lackadaisies, where?
It's just another stick, isn't it?
And so it is, but the shape of the support sticks is what is important. For when they are used with something in this room, that's when it all comes into focus. And the object that completes the pictures when used with the support sticks is...
the crossbow!
They're
They're crossbow bolts!
No. It
Yeah.
can't be.
Eureka!
It's a crossbow.
Hey, that's just a crossbow. Wait. You're not really suggesting.
I am. These hair sticks, or rather plant support sticks, they make for perfect arrows.
Perfect arrows.
I've done it. I found the common thread that connects the two offices. But this thread has yet to be completely untangled.
How?
Even using the arrows, how does this explain how the statues were transported? Furthermore, who could have been who fired these sticks as arrows? There must be a common thread here.
Crossbow, then. Think about that.
Yeah, crossbows are actually pretty strong. Like, some are actually really built tough. There must be a common
I'd
thread.
run to those plant sticks.
I've fired a crossbow once.
Yeah.
And yeah, they are strong. They also tough to wield.
Yeah,
Anyway.
there must be a common thread that ties all of these things together.
Not so fast. Mr. Prosecutor, hold up a second. You do realize what happens when you tie a statue to an arrow, right?
Hilarity.
They don't fly at all.
Really?
It's 9:30 right now. Do we want to keep going? Because this is a good place to stop it if we need.
Yeah, we can stop it now.
Yeah, we'll stop here and we'll take care of the business that I told you all about. So,
Yeah, this is a good spot.
yeah, and next week we will finish this once and for all.
Take a shot.
Exactly.
Yes, and
If you label the next stream's called "Finish This Once and for All." Take a shot.
Yeah.
Take a shot.
Yeah. Alright, with that said... Ooh, we got the Yatagarasu on this title screen. That looks nice.
Yeah.
Anyways, with that said, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. We will be back later this week for some promises to keep, and I want to please stay in VC because I do want to talk to y'all after stream. You know why?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I got it.
Anyways, with that said, let's find someone to raid, and who is live right now?
let's see. What do I have, people?
I'm looking for in my following. Let's raid. Let's raid my friend Lavender the Duchy. I haven't raided her in a bit. All right, ready up, raiders. All right, ready up, raiders. So, that said, we will be back soon. Promises to Keep is going to be my next stream. Going to probably be on Thursday. I will announce officially. I will announce officially when the time it comes, of course. So with that said, Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. This was a lot of fun. Until next time, this is DJ Foxy. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Good night, y'all.
Y'all have a good night.
Yeah.